frequently feel confused and unsure of what your mission in life is? Do you think you're capable of more than you're presently demonstrating? Imagine that your higher self is located somewhere deep within you. A portion of your consciousness that exists outside the bounds of the physical body is known as your higher self. It is defined by your infinite potential and real eternal nature, and it symbolizes your true essence. It's the side of you that inspires with creativity, leads with knowledge, and instructs with wisdom. That aspect of us that maintains a connection to the divine is known as our higher self. It's the God self that lives inside each of us. Your objectives, desires, and secrets are fully known to your higher self. The great yogi Swami Sananda said, "The true purpose of life is to realize oneself, to find and fulfill one's destiny. You can live the life of your dreams the moment you start to connect with your higher self." We'll be examining the indications that you are communicating with your higher self, so stick around until the very end. It's possible that your higher self is attempting to communicate with you through this video. The calm you experience when surrounded by beauty is your higher self. Your eternal, immortal, and timeless self is never far from you. It's you, constantly guiding you, beyond your ego, your anxieties, and your insecurities. Was there ever a time when you felt an unexpected tug in your abdomen? If so, you may already be aware of the theory that this feeling is an attempt at communication from your higher self to you. It's critical to pay attention. When you get an instinctive feeling or visceral hunch about a choice, someone, or circumstance that seems out of the blue. Even while it might not always make sense, trusting your intuition can guide you down a road that is more in line with who you really are and closer to your purpose. Making decisions that feel right for you, even if you can't articulate them, can be aided by following your gut. Technically speaking, intuition is the direction from your higher self that appears to you without any kind of reason or justification. It's possible to feel certain when you experience this inner knowing, which happens on its own. It feels like a leap of faith, for example, when you realize that a new relationship or opportunity is perfect for you. Because your mind cannot fathom it, and there is no rational explanation. That being said, you should always believe in your intuition, because your higher self would never lead you astray. It is critical to honor your innermost truth when it speaks to you, even in the face of any doubt or fear. The next time you feel that intuitive pull, take a moment to listen to it and see where it leads you. Marcus Aurelius correctly stated, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." Beneath the surface, wisdom is simmering, waiting to lead you to the path of greatest good. You might begin to notice a change in how you view the world as you go through life. It's possible that you've discovered a fresh viewpoint that has fundamentally altered the way you see the situation. You now recognize that good and terrible are wholly subjective and differ from person to person, and you no longer perceive things in black and white. You've changed your viewpoint and are now much more tolerant of other people. You don't hold them accountable for their sentiments, experiences, or opinions. Rather, you accept their reality as it is and make an effort to comprehend their perspective. You don't discount someone's frustrations, anger, or upset as unjustified or incorrect when they come to you. Rather, you show them love and understanding, realizing that all people's experiences are important and worthy of consideration. You remain tolerant and understanding, even if someone declines your offer of assistance or says they don't want it. You understand that there are no black or white aspects to life, and that each person and event is special and worthwhile in its own right. All things considered, you have learned to accept the world as it is and face every circumstance with compassion and an open mind. You may find that as life progresses, you begin to crave more alone time. it's possible that you'll experience a closer bond with your higher self, which will make you understand that you've been avoiding relationships and that you actually enjoy your alone time. You learn that love is the only thing that is real, and that fear is not. You start to see that the majority of your worries stem from negative thought patterns, limiting beliefs, upbringing, and programming. You reclaim your personal power when doubts and fears that were ingrained in you by classmates, instructors, parents, relatives, advertising, society, and colleagues begin to fade. You have a fearless mindset and don't allow anything to stop you from reaching your objectives. You begin to realize that you are an everlasting being and that mortality is merely a transition. Realizing this makes it easier to communicate with your higher self. You follow your heart and soul and don't consider other people's opinions to be very valuable because you know what's best for you. You begin to trust your inner direction and intuition, which enables you to be who you truly are and express yourself authentically. You discover that your life is more satisfying and that you are drawn to good things and people in your life. You might have noticed that the relationships you have with those around you have changed. This is a crucial indication that you might be receiving communication from your higher self. You may no longer feel connected to the people you used to feel close to, which is one indication that your higher self is attempting to communicate with you. You will draw more genuine, satisfying, and equal connections into your life once you begin to communicate with your higher self. Your higher self urges you to let go of the person you are not and allow your new relationships to reflect who you are becoming. Releasing connections that are harmful and no longer serve your best interests may be part of this process. It's not simple, and you might find yourself vacillating between relationships until you feel prepared to let go of the past. Being kind to oneself is crucial during this process because it can be an emotional and perplexing period. Recall that the individuals you release hold no malice, and it's not about you being superior to them. It's about making room for fresh connections in line with your revised principles and convictions. Have you ever experienced a dream that was so realistic that you wondered whether it had actually occurred in real life when you woke up the following morning? Dreams may provide explicit guidance from your higher self. It's critical to be aware of the various kinds of dreams you have, particularly lucid dreams, in which you are actively communicating with your higher self. Furthermore, you want to record any striking dreams that seem to provide direction or make a lasting impression, since they might contain significant information regarding your purpose and path in life. We can access our subconscious mind's immense information and wisdom when we dream. Carl Jung wisely stated, "The dream is the small hidden door in the deepest and most intimate sanctum of the soul, which opens to that primeval cosmic night that was soul, long before there was a conscious ego, and will be soul, far beyond what a conscious ego could ever reach." Dreams can provide us important insights and direction by revealing things that our conscious mind can be oblivious to or disregarding. Dream symbolism can be especially insightful, enabling us to connect with our most profound wants, anxieties, and feelings. You can learn more about yourself and the world around you by examining your dreams and deciphering their symbolism. Dreams can offer a multitude of insights and understanding to support you on your path, regardless of whether you're seeking direction regarding a specific circumstance or merely wanting to strengthen your spiritual bond. You may begin to see a change in your perception of time and existence as you get closer to uniting with your higher self. You may start to realize how the things that happened to you in the past have molded the person you are today. It's amazing how every experience, positive or negative, has shaped your development. But it's equally critical to recognize that those trying experiences have given you invaluable life lessons that have strengthened and enlightened you. When you concentrate on the good things that happened in the past, the real magic happens. Those amazing encounters and joyful recollections aren't simply relics from the past. They have become an essential component of your current identity, you may bring those times into the now and allow them to make you happy. Think back for a moment to that wonderful trip, that noteworthy achievement, or that intimate moment shared with a loved one. Allow that happiness to propel you ahead and utilize it as fuel to improve every moment of your life beyond what it was. Recall that you should accept and be thankful for your past instead of feeling guilty or sorry about it. Have you seen sequences and numbers repeating? It's possible that you have been seeing 333 or 444 everywhere, and since it keeps happening, you are aware that it is not a coincidence. Maybe you see the same animal crossing your path often, or you hear the same melody everywhere you go. Perhaps 1111 is what you see on the clock most of the time. If this has been happening to you, you now realize that these are coordinated events designed by your higher self to bring these events to your conscious awareness, not just random coincidences. These coincidences serve as uniquely tailored road signs, pointing you in the right direction, or serving as a gentle reminder to stay true to who you are. You can obtain a better understanding of your life's path and take the required actions to bring about your desires by being aware of these indications and symbols. Silencing the mind's incessant chatter and entering one's own space to achieve tranquility are the goals of meditation. You can gain a greater awareness of both yourself and the world around you by doing this. Buddha wisely said, "Meditation brings wisdom. Lack of meditation leaves ignorance. Know well what leads you forward and what holds you back, and choose the path that leads to wisdom." Stillness and active listening are key practices for connecting with your higher self. An efficient method that helps with this process is meditation. But the word meditation is misused and misinterpreted a lot. Despite what many people think, meditation is not about sitting in a certain way and emptying your mind of all ideas. It just comes down to developing a sense of quiet and being present with yourself. Regretfully, a lot of people have a tendency to make this simple activity more difficult. If you meditate regularly and with patience, you will eventually gain insights even if you don't get answers immediately away. Establishing a regular meditation practice is essential if you want to keep your relationship with your higher self strong. You have to put your attention inward. All the paths and instructions, including writings, gurus, and teachings, are meant to assist you in navigating your inner journey. You have to go it alone. No one else can do it for you. Your life can become more fulfilled, clear, and peaceful with this practice, which can also make overcoming daily obstacles easier. Thus, set aside some time each day to sit quietly and establish a connection with your inner self. The advantages are incomparably valuable. When your consciousness completely unites with your higher self, you may have a powerful experience known as divine connection. During periods of intense reflection, such as during prayer, meditation, dancing, worship, or spending time in nature, this level of awareness is frequently attained. You might experience a profound sense of connectedness to all living things and a sense of oneness with the universe during these times. In this experience, you feel unconstrained by time and space and transcend the boundaries of your physical body. A profound sense of calm and tranquility, as well as an enhanced awareness and comprehension, may be experienced. When you fully integrate with your higher wisdom, you can experience eternal happiness, which is glimpsed in these fleeting mystical experiences. It is crucial to remember that these experiences are quite individual and might differ substantially from person to person. But the strong sense of unity and connectedness to the universe that permeates them all is what unites them all. You can make it more likely that you will encounter these instances of divine connection in your life by developing a regular practice of introspection and reflection. Are you making affirmations a habit? You have been conditioning your mind to accept the veracity of these claims by doing this. Positive phrases are called affirmations, and you repeat them to yourself to train your subconscious mind to accept them as true. You can attract prosperity and success into your life by doing this. The more you repeat these affirmations, the more they become ingrained in your subconscious mind, and the more you begin to believe in them. For example, if your goal is financial prosperity, you can say to yourself, "I deserve to be wealthy," or "Money flows to me easily and effortlessly." If your higher self is actively attempting to lead you to greater manifestations and prosperity in your life, this might be a very positive indication that you are in touch with them. Your subconscious mind can be able to absorb a strong mental image that you produce when you picture yourself surrounded by prosperity and achievement. With the use of this visualization technique, you can imagine yourself realizing your aspirations and reaching your objectives. You will start to see evidence of these statements in your life more and more as you believe in them and the accompanying images. It's crucial to realize that your reality is greatly influenced by your subconscious mind. It has a major impact on your life and how you experience it, because it comprises a sizable amount of your entire mental capacity. Similar to a filter, your subconscious mind directs you toward events, people, and things that align with it. If there is a lot of negative programming in your subconscious, you may feel trapped in a cycle of limitation and lack. Nonetheless, you have the ability to erase the previous programming and construct a new reality for yourself by substituting these negative ideas with encouraging ones. Keep in mind that your subconscious mind only understands what you tell it. It is unable to distinguish between good and negative thoughts. Regularly doing visualization exercises and affirmations might help you rewire your subconscious and bring about great changes in your life. You are thereby establishing a connection with your higher self,